Hello, everyone. I'm Mario Florio from NBC 10. Welcome back to a Food Podcast, the place you can come to hear all about the great things happening on the local food scene, the wonderful restaurants we have, the great local companies making delicious food products, the fun community events that highlight local cuisine, and we've got a special treat this time. This is something delicious for your fur baby, or maybe even for you. You'll find out after you hear what we have to say when we talk to Lori Moon and Craig Malucci from Captain's Country Cookies. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
So first of all, tell me about you make dog treats, healthy
Yes.
dog treats, and tell us how that came about.
Our little guy, we have a border collie that we rescued from Arizona. And after a few years of eating the store-bought treats, he became a little chunky monkey. And so we decided that we can do better for him and healthier for him. So we created this recipe. And normally all the treats have like 4 to 5 ingredients.
So how many different flavors do you have right now that are available to people?
I have four different recipes. Yes.
What's your original or kind of the first one you worked on?
Peanut butter and banana. And then it came pumpkin and banana. Now we just came out with the holiday flavor, and now I discovered we had some friends with diabetic dogs, so now we have a diabetic dog treat.
Oh, wow. So what's in the holiday flavor treat?
It's kale, blueberries, cinnamon, carrots, and oats.
Yeah, that's a great combo. Do you come up with the ideas like yourselves for the different ingredients, and do you kind of, is there a little trial and error in that?
There definitely is a trial and error. I investigate, obviously what dogs can and can't eat. And so I just kind of go from there.
And how did you make the diabetic treat?
Well, I investigated again what they can't eat. It's low in sugar. It doesn't spike their glucose levels, and it's very healthy for their digestive systems.
That's great. And Craig, we were talking about this, that the ingredients are obviously all natural and healthy, and they're things that we can eat too. Huh?
Absolutely. They are edible, human edible, which I pick one here and there behind Lori's back, so she doesn't, and she's always missing inventory.
You ate one yesterday.
Yes, I had a couple yesterday, I have to say, with my cup of coffee at night. And then she's got other flavors coming out in the spring, February, March, that bring like a spring theme. But also, she's working hard, and we're seeing some reaction to her cookies all over the country now. So it's time is patience, and patience is successful, and she's getting there, and it's been a great hobby for her. And at some point, if we can get to a financial level where we would like to give back some of the proceeds of her business to maybe the American Cancer Society and whatnot, because Lori is a stage 4 survivor as of today, or yesterday, I should say, 5 years, cancer-free, which we're very fortunate. And thank you to all the medical staff here in Rhode Island. And thank you to Channel 10 and your staff, Mario, with supporting local businesses like ours that has just been launched. So,
Well, we're happy to do it, and we're so happy for you, Lori, and your good health, continued good health going into the future. So obviously you've been through a lot. Was this something you always kind of wanted to do in terms of starting your own business and doing the baking?
It is. But, you have to take those little baby steps, and you got to start small.
Yeah. And obviously you have a love of baking, right?
I do. It's relaxing. It's therapeutic.
Yeah. So tell us in terms of how people can find out about your products and how they can get them, because it's great that you actually have gotten orders from across the country.
Right. We have a webpage. It's captainscountrycookies.com, and you can order those online. We also have a Facebook page. It's Captain's Cookies on Facebook.
Great. And tell us about kind of how much product you spend every day baking, and your day-to-day operation, how it works.
One day I prep all my ingredients, the next day I bake, and then the next day I package.
Excellent.
And I have a great printer that helps me out with my labels. She's very local. She's in Lincoln. So I'm trying to do everything local.
That's great. Yeah, it's great. And what's the feedback you've been getting from your customers that you know of that have been using your products?
They keep ordering, so which is a great thing for us.
Nice.
And they love them.
I know Craig mentioned you're going to come out with some new things and the new flavors in the spring. Is that kind of your goal, to keep evolving and keep working on new things?
Yep. Evolving with new spring flavors and eventually doing some cat treats. Because we also do have a cat. We have a Bengal cat that is too smart for her own britches.
Does she feel neglected? She's not getting the treats that...
Oh, yes, she is.
Yeah. That's great. And just tell us kind of your reaction to the feedback that Lori's been getting, Craig.
I'm, to be frank with you, for her to start off where she started from, with really not knowing, but as a hobby for her to do something and give back to the society, I think that she's come a long way. Step one is when she says one day she's baking, and that one day is 6-7 hours in the kitchen each day, making 3 stages of her recipe. 6 hours the first stage, 6 hours the second, 6 hours the third to finish completion. So I give her a lot of credit for the stamina, and it's come a long way, and it looks like it's going to be a nice little positive hobby for herself, and it will keep her busy.
Yeah, definitely. And tell us, how much do you make, like, at one time, or does it depend on kind of?
It depends on the cookie. Like the diabetic ones are smaller, so it takes a little more time to make those. The holiday ones are shaped like a gingerbread man, so not so time intensive, but we try to make it all unique.
Yeah, that's great. And I know the original ones are shaped like a dog bone, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how we started that one out.
Yeah, that's very cute.
In the dogs in training, she's established a simple little treats, because dogs in training, you can't be feeding them full cookies all the time. So like our dog, he comes in and goes outside. So when he comes in, he gets kind of a training treat that, hey, you did well, you came back inside the house. So you get a little treat versus a big bone.
Okay.
So she does make little treats, which sometimes I get my hands on them myself. So me and Captain, the dog, and I just sit there waiting for a little treat here and there for the two of us. So, yep.
That's great. Is Greg Begg like Captain?
Yes.
For the treats?
Oh, it gives me the eyeballs.
That's great, though. And so you make actual little ones that are like training size?
I would say they're probably about half an inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, half an inch. And when you're training your dog to sit and come, you can't overfeed them, so.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to end up with the
chunky monkey syndrome.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And then you're going to also, if I could throw this in, is Lori's trying to build a business where we can expand her product line into cats and other farm animals. We've had farm animals. We have a 5-acre farm where we live. We've had horses. We've had donkeys and goats and chickens, and so she wants to get to a point where we can start sharing those treats with other animals and develop a kind of a family corporate kind of company where it'd be Captain's Country Market. So it'd be a marketplace at some point down the road.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little while, but she'd like to get to that level where we can offer treats for all types of animals and humans.
Yeah.
We don't want to discriminate.
No.
I was going to say, that's, your dogs now. You want to venture out into felines, cats.
Right.
And then, there's probably lots of other different types of animals that you could be making treats for.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that.
Yeah. What do you think you get the most out of it when you're doing this?
I just get excited when I see the dogs eating the treats and enjoying them, and that they're healthy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Must make you feel good that you're providing them something healthy.
Yeah, something positive. Because
Exactly.
I'm the girl that always wants to give something back.
Yes. Well, that's great too. And you have, I'm sure, lots of different ideas that you'd like to just go with as time goes on, and different recipes and flavors. What do you think? Anything you want to talk about that you want to share with us that you are thinking about down the road?
I think it's top secret, Mario.
That's okay. I don't blame you.
Well, I think you're going to expand into a lot of, like in February, you were talking about February fruit treats, more into the fruits, and she does a lot
We
of.
just have to watch the sugar.
Yeah, so she's trying to work herself into it slowly. Like one of her newer cookies that just got launched, so is launching as we speak, has blueberries in it, but just enough to give it a little twist in the flavor. So she would like to incorporate other fruits that would be safe and healthy for the dogs or the animals.
Right.
You know?
Great. All right. Well, Lori and Craig, thank you so much for joining us. And make sure you check them out. Captain's Country Cookies. They will make your fur baby and maybe even you go, mmm.